We are now viewing an instructional video for the American motorists in possession of an imported vehicle from Japan. This vehicle's example will be Honda specifically, but similar principles pertain to Acuras, Toyotas, Nissans, Lexus, and Infinitis. This lesson will aid in reducing costly repairs to your vehicle by keeping tabs on its mechanical health. My name is Not Important. Let's begin. As a first step, you're going to locate your hood release. It's going to be on the driver end of your vehicle, just beneath the steering column. For Hondas, it'll be right here, and you simply pull until you hear like such. Certain American vehicles, like Fords, will have it under here. Same principle, you simply pull. Later day Jeeps and Volkswagens will have it hiding behind here. But the same applies, simply pull and you'll have release. As a second step, we're going to move along to the hood. And usually in the center, just beneath the emblem, or above the emblem, you're going to find a metal latch. And disengage it and open the hood. Also find your hood prop and place it in its notches to keep that from falling. You want to take note of the two hottest places under the hood: the radiator cap and the exhaust manifold. Do not touch either one, for they'll cause excruciating pain and burns. If you do have an engine that's cool to the touch, you're going to want to begin with the radiator cap to check the fluid. We're going to slowly turn it to release any pressure. And further, and off it goes. And you're going to look inside. The color we're looking for is a neon color, either green or orange, depending on the year, make, and model of your vehicle. This one's nice and green, so it's topped off. If you find a rusty color underneath, that means that you need to take your vehicle over to a shop for an overdue coolant flush. Connected to the radiator is your coolant reservoir, made of plastic. Inside here it holds extra coolant for whenever you may need it. And it will have a gauge on the bottom of the plastic bottle, a maximum and minimum, and you're going to want it in between those two. Next step is your fourth step. You can check your washer fluid. Right over here, just a simple plastic cap, take it off. And when you refill your washer fluid, I recommend using a name brand washer fluid, Rain-X or Peak, to fill it up. That's going to be a combination of both soap and distilled water. I recommend those because if you use the water from the water hose, it tends to leave lime deposits because of our water here in Texas and could clog up your washer fluid nozzles. One more keynote is that sometimes the washer fluid and the coolant reservoir are located closer to each other than usual. If this happens on your vehicle, you can differentiate the two by noticing that the coolant reservoir is connected to the radiator, whereas the washer fluid will have this symbol on the cap. This shape denotes the window, and that is supposed to be liquid spraying all over it so that you can wash. From your washer fluid, you're going to go on to your fifth step, your engine oil. All you'll need for this step is an old rag or dirty t-shirt, anything you got laying around. The old dipstick is usually going to be denoted by a yellow fluorescent handle. This one is a little older, so it's orange, but anything that grabs your eye should be the engine oil. They tend to make them stand out more than the rest of things. All you have to do is pull it out and give it a nice wipe. Replace the dipstick, pull it out again. Now what we're checking for is for the oil level to be right between these two dots. This lower dot is the minimum level and this upper dot is the maximum level. Anywhere in between there is perfect for operation. You're going to wipe that off once more and place it back in. Now we're going to observe the color. If you look here, this one's a little darker than the clear amber it's supposed to be, meaning that I do require an oil change. If there is nothing on this dipstick whenever you place it through and check it, that means your engine is running under the necessary oil level, which can be dangerous for the mechanical parts on the inside. Step number 6 is your engine oil cap. You're going to want to take that off and look underneath the engine oil cap. Very good. What we're keeping an eye for here is built up sludgy coagulated oil. If you have chunks or sludge all over this cap, that means that there is sludge inside your engine, which will rob it of performance and could cause it to lock up, which is a very expensive repair. If you find any such buildup under your cap, you will have to take your vehicle to a full-fledged shop and have them perform an engine oil flush. Replace the cap. Nice and tight, but you don't want to strip it. As far as step 7 is our air filter. This air filter doesn't require much checking because it is an aftermarket air filter. This did not come with the vehicle. It's a step that young punks like myself like to throw into our powerless engines to make us feel cool. In all reality, what it's supposed to do is allow more air into the engine, which is a key component to its performance. Here we are. This is originally what you'll find in a Japanese vehicle for an air filter. All you'll need to take this apart and check inside the air filter is a simple screwdriver. Phillips. You take it to the screws and unfasten them. Usually it'll only have 4 if it's this square orientation. You can just take it out. It's a small replaceable panel. Nice and clean. As your next step, we come around to the battery. The battery has 2 posts on it. The red cap will denote your positive posts, and the other will be your negative, just like a regular battery. What we're checking for here is to make sure that the terminals are tight and that you haven't built up any corrosion. When you come around to your battery, corrosion will build up most likely on your positive terminal and can lead to decreasing the life of your battery. If you find that on your positive or negative terminal, or in some cases it happens here on the brace, you can pour Coca-Cola to dissolve it, or water and baking soda will both do the trick to neutralize the acid. Our next step, step 10, is to ensure that everything we messed with is placed back in order. Ensure all caps are nice and tight and where they belong. Everything has been replaced. For if anything's left open, your vehicle could run funny. Step 11, we're going to bring down the hood again. Take your hood release, your hood prop, set it down in its proper position, and then give the hood a proper drop. Plenty of force. Now the small amount of effort that goes into these steps will prove useful in staying up to date on your vehicle. Before problems reveal themselves by stranding you on the side of the freeway, you can use these tips to find precursors that will allow you to get your vehicle to a shop. This will prevent car-related inconveniences from crashing their way into your busy schedule. Thanks go to you for viewing, and may we all go on to strengthen the American economy by not buying a Japanese or European vehicle in the first place. This is He Who Is Not Important, coming at you from an undisclosed location. Alright, bye-bye.